Hey guys, it's New Name, and welcome back to my Comparing RuneScape and Old School RuneScape series. A series where I like to compare Old School RuneScape and RuneScape, or as it's better known, RuneScape 3. Usually we take a look at skills, quests, anything, or even cities. Today we're taking a look at another city or town, being Yanille. So if that's something that interests you, make sure to check out the entire playlist that this has been added to, and subscribe for more comparing RuneScape and old school RuneScape videos. So if you've watched the series before, you'll know I like to start with an aerial view. So this is Yanille. The main difference here is the buildings. You have the bank over here, the famous smithing hut. You have the Wizards Guild or Mage Guild, and then on Old School RuneScape over there you have the Nightmare Zone. You can also see a little bit of the surrounding areas, like the city over here. I can't pronounce its name right now, but there it is. And then you also have the Wizards Tower and some other places like the Fight Arena casually over there. Now, that is what it looks like on Old School RuneScape. I'm going to hop over to RuneScape 3 and show you the aerial view over there. And here we are on RuneScape 3. As you can see, it's basically the same. There hasn't really been much updating visual-wise on Yanille in RuneScape 3. This is actually supposed to change here in a few months, supposedly, so we may end up coming back later to check it out. But you still have the main areas, the Wizards Guild or Mage Guild, I believe it is, the Wizard's Tower, the Fight Arena, and then the same Ogre City, I believe it's the Ogre City, over here. As you can see, outside of the trees and some textures, it's very similar. Okay, and just like usual, we're going to do a quick little walk around in Yanille. So if you take a look, of course, we have the player-owned house portal. Then you have the bar and the bartenders. The main thing you have here is the hunter shop with a few things you can buy, and the hunter's crossbows you can buy. You also have a cooking area with some other things. On. So take a look, trade. Of course, just a cooking store, nothing too crazy. I just realized I can't necessarily show you what is in here because I don't have 66 magic. But I think we might be able to boost to get in there. Let me check later. But anyways, this is the whole area. And of course, we come over here and you can climb down these stairs, and there is part of the Yanille dungeon, which you can also see the basement of the Wizards or the Mage Guild. So let me hop over to one of my accounts that actually has access to the area, and we'll take a look inside. Okay, so unfortunately I can't get in, and I'm struggling to get the boost to get in. So I figured that I would share off of Okay, so unfortunately I can't get in, and I'm struggling to get the boost to get in. So I figured we'd just take a look at the wiki and see what is you're able to get from in there. So you can buy Mystic Robes, the full set, and there is a rune store that sells a bunch of stuff, and that's pretty much it. So on the second floor you have all of that, and then you have portals that take you to the various different other big wizard towers. So this is the Wizards Guild. I was able to confirm that. Now let's hop over to RuneScape 3 and take a look at all the different shops. Okay, so here we are on RuneScape or RuneScape 3. I like to use the old school interface just to make it easier for my old school viewers. But so you have the home portal, which does look dramatically different here, then we still have the same bar. Little things are moved around slightly. You still have the drunk captain and the bartender. And then we also have the cook store or bakery store over here. Believe it basically is selling the same things, almost the exact same quantities. And then we also have the hunter store over here. Come over here. There we go. You can trade, get the hunting bolts. He doesn't sell the crossbow through the trade interface. And we also have the hunter shop, which, as you can see, doesn't sell the same types of things as the shop in old school RuneScape. One thing you'll notice about RuneScape 3 is we tend to be missing the packs for a lot of more common things that old school has. And then the one other thing we have that old school doesn't have is we have the pet shop. So here's where I could get like a pet dog or pet fish. And if I trade, I can buy things to feed my pets. Mostly you're going to buy this stuff for your player-owned farms. And then shards are, of course, for the summoning skill in RuneScape, where you summon familiars. And if we come over to the store, or to the Wizards Guild, I actually have the level to get out on this account. On both games, you can teleport to the Essence Mine. We also have the robe shop, but it sells all of the mystic gear. So we do have a mystic wand and mystic staffs. And the stone of binding is used for the level 90 and 92 magic gear. And you also can buy the master cape and the regular skill cape here. And then, of course, we have the rune store. Same thing. You'll notice a dramatic lack of packs. Which is why rune shop runs are super great ways to make money, because most of these all sell for 17, and all of them go on the Grand Exchange for much more than that. So you can actually make a decent amount of money doing rune shop runs. And if we come over here, same thing. If I go downstairs, hold on, I go downstairs, you'll notice the Yanille Slayer, or the Yanille dungeon. So there is that. And then, of course, going back upstairs, we have a inventor's workbench in the smithing hut, just a little bit different there. Other than that, you'll notice like it's very similar appearance-wise between both games. And I think a lot of that is supposed to change. There was a dev blog out a while ago on RuneScape about the Yanille reskin, or a graphical update, but I believe that was pushed off. Let me double check. The update is teased, or was teased, but yeah, it has not yet been fully announced. So I think we're still waiting for the exact date for it to come out. But like I said, we will take a look again when that comes out. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe if you aren't. Give the video a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.